The other day, there's a lot of memories that I have of when we were growing up and when times were different from what we have now. And, now we got, if you say a mouse to you young people, you think about a computer and this thing that's just slide around. When we were kids, said mouse, you're talking about a rat, But things have changed a lot. Maddie, I was thinking about the time that, I don't know, I must have been 7 or 8 years old. We were at the old Dunbar School in Grimtown. And I was shooting marbles with Lawrence Cannon. You remember that?
Wow.
And Lawrence and I had gotten into an argument at some time because I don't know whether it was recess or what, maybe school was out, I don't know. Because Maddie came by, Lawrence and I were arguing over it because he had taken my marbles or something. And Maddie ran down the street and we had a little store building not far from the school there and got Mama. And Mama came back, and I don't know whether, a lot of you young kids may not remember my mother getting that deer in the headlight look. Mama came up there with a butcher knife. Yeah, and he was only about 13 years old. I was about 8, and he was about 5 years older than I was. And I was thinking about that earlier this week, and we lived next door to a white family, the Blankenchips, and they were real good neighbors because we were only about 8 or 10 feet apart. This is before you, Emma, before you were born. And they had a young man, he was about my age, his name was Coy Blankenship. And Coy and I played together, and he was a good friend. And there was a stream that ran down by our house and a little plank that went across it. And the stream ran down and it fell off of sort of not a big fall off, but about 5 feet down, and where it fell off, there was a big pool about 4 or 5 feet around, and it was deep. Coy and I were playing, we were throwing my ball, and the ball went in the water. Well, I can't swim. So I told Coy, I said, Coy, if you will go in there and get my ball, I've got a dime, and I'll give it to you. So Coy stripped down, took all his clothes off, went down the stream piece, climbed down the bank, and came back to that little whirlpool-like thing and got in there where my ball was floating around and got my ball and walked back out. And I said, throw it. I was up on the bank, and he threw my ball up to me and climbed out of the bank. He said, give me my dime. I said, I ain't giving you my dime. And Coy and I started fighting. And I mean, we're just little kids, 8 or 9 years old, fighting and tussling. And Coy had a sister. And his sister came up there to help him out. And Maddie ran up there to take care of the sister. And we all were fighting, all 4 of us. And wound up, we got rocks and rocked them all. We rocked them all the way home. We threw rocks at them until they went home, and they were only about 8 feet away from us. But I was thinking, I was thinking about that the other day. There was a lot of pleasant memories.